Hello everybody, my name is Han. I'm very happy to tell you about a short talk on topic strategy practice. I can start. Number 11. Firstly, the speaker thanked the customer for calling the Starlight Cinemas in for light. Then the speaker announced the customers they were showing the thrilling action drama Lost in the Storm at 1, 3, 5 and 7:30 p.m. Next, the customer said that all shows before 5 p.m. were half price. After that, the speaker announced the customer that they said hot popcorn, cold drinks, and other snacks were available for sales in the lobby. Finally, the speaker asked the customer not to bring outside food into the theater. Number 12. Firstly, the speaker said that the president had met his advisor that morning. Following her speech, he had made her to a representative of the National Teacher Union. After that, he gave his quickly press conference, during which he had outlined for stimulating to the economy. Finally, the speaker said that the president would leave that night for a tour of the West Coast, where he could view areas damaged by the recent storms. Number 30. Firstly, the speaker was sorry about that the number he had called was no longer in service. Then the speaker suggested him hand up and check his telephone directory to make sure he had dialed the correct number. Next, the speaker said that if he needed further assistance, he would call the operator. After that, if he would like to order a current telephone directory, he would hang up and call their number. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Number 14. Firstly, the speaker announced the visitor. The museum would close in 15 minutes. Then the speaker suggested them retrieve a bag and coats from the contract room. Next, the speaker said that they would reopen the day after, the morning at 9 a.m. After that, the speaker reminded them picking up a special exhibit schedule on their way out. Finally, the speaker hoped they would enjoy their visit that day and they would return again. Number 15. Firstly, the speaker said that they had some tickets available for Saturday's afternoon talk again. Then he said transportation on the company bus would be provided for those who wished it. Next, the speaker said if they would like to attend the soccer game, they would send the email to Mr. Kim in the Human Resources Office before 5 p.m. After that, the speaker suggested them now Mr. Kim know how many tickets they would to need and whether or not they would plan to ride the company bus. And the ticket and the bus ride were free. Number 16. Firstly, the speaker said to the customer, ordering by phone was easy and saved the money for the first-time customer. After they had chosen the item they wished to purchase from their catalog, they could dial their toll-free number and press 1 for their special first-time customer line. After that, A customer service representative would guide them through the ordering process. Finally, the speaker reminds them to have their credit card handy when they call. Number 17. Firstly, the speaker thanked the listener for attending workshop that day. Then he introduced Professor Martina Tauff, a chairperson of the Political Science Department at the National University. After that, he said, Professor Tauff, an expert in electoral politics and author of several books on the subject, would lead them in the discussion of the current political climate and the implications for the upcoming elections. Number 19. Firstly, the speaker announced the listener the traffic on the Harbour Bridge were backed up that morning due to an accident. Then he said, icy road conditions resulting from the night before snowstorm caused by bus to hit the truck. After that, he said, the icy roads had affected the traffic all over the area because the cars were moving slowly on the route and the buses were running behind schedule. Finally, the speaker suggested them allow themselves extra time for getting to work that morning and be carefully out there. 20. Firstly, the speaker announced that customers were asked not to park in the lot next door because that lot belonged to those restaurants. Then the speaker said that their car would be towed if they parked there. After that, if street parking was not available, they could park in the lot behind the ABC supermarket. Finally, the speaker suggested the customers leave the area by the front door free for delivery vehicle.